Once you have viewed the proposed structures in your profile, you now need to annotate them. And there are two different ways that you can do this. Again, you want to make sure that your drainage file is open. And then you can either go to Evaluation, Profile, and then Annotate Drainage Profile. And you're going to be able to select your profile set with these crosshairs and then just left click the profile set and go to Preferences and open ODOT Structure Notes. This is going to annotate all of the structures that are in this profile set at the exact same time. So all of the pipes, all of the manholes, and all of the inlets will be annotated with one click. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Apply, and also you need to make sure that your global scale factors are set according to your project scale. So mine are at 30 because that's what these profiles were generated at. Now I'm going to click Apply, and all of the annotation comes in. So I can then move these notes. Right now I have graphic groups on, so it's moving all of the notes at once. I'm going to right click to escape and go turn my graphic groups off, and then I can manually move these notes around so that they're all legible. So that's one option for annotating drainage profiles. The other option, I'm going to go ahead and delete that annotation, turn my graphic groups back on, select the notes, and they'll all be deleted. Your other option is to place notes one at a time, and you can do that by going to Drafting, and I'm going to place a profile note. Then you have this Place Profile Note dialog box pop up, and this is currently navigating through Bentley Notes. However, you can go to Open, and this is going to be under S, Mac Standards, Project Folders, ODOT, Drawings, Inroads, and then Notes. And this is going to be Mac Notes, is where you can find this in the future. So I'm going to cancel that, and then again it'll give you alignment notes, plan notes, profile notes, and cross-section notes. We want to place profile notes, so I'm going to expand that category, and these are proposed profile notes. We have ODOT structure notes for inlets, manholes, and pipes. So first I'm going to do an inlet. I'm going to left click on Inlet. I'm going to go to Settings. I'm sorry, these will all come in automatically, so you shouldn't have to set these. So I'm going to cancel that, and I'm going to go to Apply, and then it's asking me to identify an element. So I'm going to zoom in, and whenever I hover over these elements, you can see that this ID is Inlet 12. So this is an inlet. I'm going to left click, and then left click again to accept that inlet. And you can see that the note is coming in with a leader line going to where I selected the element. So now I can place this note wherever I want. Left click to identify the note location, and then I could keep going if there were other inlets. However, I'm going to go ahead and turn off graphic groups right now. However, if I left click this thinking that it is an inlet, and then I left click to accept, you can see that it doesn't populate all of the information accurately, and that's because I can see that structure name is manhole. So this is a manhole, not an inlet. So I'm going to right click to escape, and then right click again to get my Place Profile Note dialog box back. Now I'm going to go left click manhole and click Apply. Then I'm going to left click my manhole, left click to accept, and then I will left click to place the location of that note. Now I have another manhole over here, and wherever I choose to click, so I could click on the side of the manhole, left click accept, and it'll place the note with the leader line to wherever I selected the manhole at. Again, I can go place my note, left click to place it. Now if I want to do these pipes down here, I'm going to right click to get my dialog box back, left click on pipe, left click apply, and then left click the pipe structure, left click to accept, and then I'm just moving my mouse around to wherever I see fit to put the note. Then I'm going to left click to place the note. And I could keep going. This is the same pipe structure, but if there were others, like here's a different one, I can left click that pipe structure, left click to accept, and it'll go out. Now on these structures, the structure station is going to be selected based on your active based on your active geometry. Now whenever I select a pipe, this is displayed in this profile set, and so it will choose these stations as my active geometry project and station the structures based on that. If I displayed this same structure in a different profile, then it would use that alignment stationing to annotate the structures. So you just really need to make sure that you are displaying your structures in the geometry and the profile that you want them stationed and annotated off of. An additional benefit to using the inroads drafting command to place your notes in the profile view is that they maintain their intelligence. So if I decide that I want to modify one of the structures, so let's say that I change structure 12's name. I'm going to change it to awesome. Now I can go and update this profile note, and it will automatically change based on the intelligence attached to this structure. So I'm going to go back to my inroads drafting and select update profile note. You can select your profile set from the crosshairs, and then you can either update all of them, a fenced boundary, or a single graphic, which you would click the individual note that you wanted to change. Just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and update them all. Click apply, and you'll see that this inlet, which used to be inlet 12, is now structure awesome, which is the name that I changed it to.